Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. I came across a clip on Instagram, a viral clip of Professor Russell Buckley. It's an excerpt from a 3-hour lecture with the title Essential Ideas for Parents. For those who do not know him, Professor Buckley is a world renowned expert on ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which is a common psychological neurodevelopmental disorder among children that can also last till adulthood. Children with ADHD may have trouble paying attention, controlling impulsive behaviors, that is, they may act without thinking about the results, and they will be overly active. There are more diagnoses about ADHD, and I'm not a medical doctor, so don't go about thinking your child has ADHD with the few symptoms I mentioned. However, the professor said something that prompted these little nuggets of reminder. And what he said was that what we have learned in the last 20 years of research, meanwhile, the video is more than about 10 years old, so that is in the last 30 years of research on neuroimaging, behavioral genetics, developmental psychology, neuropsychology, can be boiled down to this phrase that your child is born with more than 400 psychological traits. More than 400 psychological traits. And these traits are going to emerge as they mature. And this traits has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. So the idea that you are going to engineer personality traits, IQ, academic achievements, and all other things is not true. Your child is not a blank slate from which you write on. The better view, according to the professor, is that your child is a genetic mosaic of your extended family, which means he or she is a unique combination of traits that run in your family line. In the clip, he concluded that he likes the shepherd view as against the engineering view, where you remain guilty for everything the child does. You're a shepherd, you don't design the sheep. As a shepherd, you choose the environment, you steer the direction, you guide them away from the wolf, and provide the safety net against wolves and hyenas and wild dogs. This reminds me of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that says, according to Abdullah ibn Umar, that كلكم راء وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. A man is a shepherd to his household, a wife is a shepherd to the household of her husband and our children, and so on as their deeds stipulate. The word shepherd, as used by the Prophet ﷺ, who has been blessed with saying little words but abundantly rich in meaning, is poignant here. Jawami al-Kalim. Before the professors of this world began their research, our Prophet ﷺ has been giving us a way out. As a shepherd, you know that the sheep are kept in your care to nurture. In fact, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates severally in the Quran that we all belong to Him. Allah called children gifts He bestows upon who He wills and withhold from who He wills. The bottom line is that you can't make someone do what Allah has not guided them to do. You can only nurture, show, explain, guide. But making the person who they really are meant to be belongs to Allah. Yours is the effort, and to Allah is the acceptance. Allah told the Prophet ﷺ, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Would we say the Prophet Nuh alayhi salam is a bad parent, despite that his son went with Tufan, the flood of Tufan? Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, his father also. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi salam, his uncle, who nurtured him, never believed in this message, even though he even suffered alongside the Muslims for the 3 years of the trade embargo placed upon them. This is, yet he didn't believe in this message of his nephew. Bottom line, either you are a parent or a da'i or a da'iyah, always assume the role of a shepherd when delivering your duties. As a parent, nurture your kids in the best ways. Start by being a pious parent yourself. Pray for pious offspring. رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ وَاجْعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. If you are not yet married already, marry the best mother for your children. Command your children to pray. when they are 7 years old. These are the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ, and discipline them for not doing so when they are 10 years old. Also, separate their births, those of opposite gender, when they are 10 years old. Be lenient and firm at its proper place. Educate your children with the best of all manners. These are qualities that you can teach them. Teach them and show them the love of Allah and the religion. Set good examples. These are things you can do to imbibe and nurture them, and so on and so forth. As a da'iyah, as a caller to Islam, have patience with your call. Do not lose hope on anyone. Be firm in your deeds too. It is very, very important. And pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you, grant you steadfastness. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all and guide us all to the right path. Now, here is my bike. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليه. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.